So, hello guys, kamusta? So, today, I'll be presenting about Eric Erikson psychosocial perspective and how it connects to counseling and psychotherapy. So, this theory focuses on how people develop emotionally and socially across their entire lifespan. So, throughout this discussion, we're going to explore Eric Erikson's 8 stages of development and also their psychological conflicts and how these can be applied into a counseling practice. So now let's proceed to our proper introduction to psychosocial theory. So Erik Erikson believed that development continues throughout life, not just in childhood. So each stages involves a psychosocial conflict that we must resolve to grow emotionally and socially. So, how we handle these challenges affects our personality, relationships, and mental well-being. So, in counseling, Erikson theory help us understand clients' backgrounds and identity, and to identify which developmental conflicts might still influence their present struggles. So now, let's proceed to first stage, which is the trust versus mistrust. Infancy, year of 0 to 1 year. So, the main task is developing trust when caregivers provide love and consistency. So, success leads to a sense of security, and failure results in mistrust and fear. Next is the autonomy versus shame and doubt. Early childhood, 1 to 3 years. So, children begin exploring independence. If supported, they gain confidence. If criticized or controlled too much, they feel shame and doubt. Next is the initiative versus guilt. Preschool, 3 to 6 years. So, children start to take initiative and make decisions. So, encouragement leads to purpose, while discouragement results in guilt or fear of trying. Next is the industry versus inferiority. School age 6 to 12 years. So, children work to master skills and gain a sense of competence. Success will lead to confidence, while failure may lead to feeling inferiority. Next is the identity versus role confusion. Teenagers explore who they are and where they fit in. So, success will lead to a strong sense of identity, while confusion leads to uncertainty and insecurity. Next is the intimacy versus isolation. So, young adulthood, 18 to 40 years. Adults seek close and loving relationship. So, success leads to intimacy and connection, while the failure may cause loneliness and isolation. So, generativity versus stagnation. Middle adulthood, 40 years to 65 years. Adults focus on contributing to society and helping the next generation. So, success will bring a sense of purpose, while the failure leads to stagnation and self-absorption. Lastly, the integrity versus despair. Late adulthood, 65 years old and onwards. Older adults reflect on life. If they feel fulfilled, they experience integrity and wisdom. If not, they may feel regret and despair. So guys, those stages dire ko na iyagin explain thoroughly because I know you know this. I know you already know each of the stages because we already discussed it in DivPsych and also in TOP. Yes, o TOP liwat again discuss gyapon ni. So, now let's proceed to application in psychotherapy. So, at this slide, it focuses on how unresolved psychological conflicts can appear in therapy. For example, mistrust. Mistrust may lead to relationship anxiety or identity confusion. So, it can cause low esteem or low self esteem. As counselors, our job is to recognize these patterns and help client resolve them. So, understanding where a client's conflicts began give us a clear pathway or path towards emotional healing and personality growth. So, identity, work, and relationships. So, Erickson emphasized that identity and relationship are deeply connected. So, a strong sense of self allow us people to build healthy, intimate connection in counseling. So, we must help clients explore their identity and clarify their values and strengthen the relationship by addressing emotionally wants and encouraging self-awareness. So now, let's apply Erickson theory in Vignette case. So, in this slide, presents an example or case vignette showing how Erickson theory works in a real counseling setting. For instance, an adult client who struggles to form relationships might have unresolved issues from early stages, like mistrust or fear of intimacy. So, by identifying which developmental stage was disrupted, the counselor can create interventions that build trust and promote emotional closeness. Last slide, integrating Erickson theory in counseling practice. So there are several strategies to apply Erickson's theory in counseling. Firstly is life stage mapping. Life stage mapping, it helps identify which stage a client is struggling with to set appropriate goals. Next is reflective dialogue. Encourages client to explore formative experiences that shape their self-concept. Lastly is the narrative therapy. The narrative therapy, it allows clients to reframe past conflicts and create empowering life stories. So, these approaches helps clients heal from unresolved issues and continue their psychosocial growth. So guys, that's all. Thank you for listening.